What if the entire American housing crisis, the one keeping millions of you locked in a never-ending cycle of rent, could be solved for the price of a used car? That's the rumor that has set the internet on fire. A brand new, solar-powered, off-grid capable Tesla tiny house. For just $7,579, supposedly dropping in 2025. Is it the biggest revolution since the iPhone, or the internet's latest fever dream? The $7,500 house. Alright, let's get this straight. A 375-square-foot, hurricane-tested, factory-built home delivered to your backyard. It comes with a full kitchen, a bathroom, a living space, and it unfolds like a piece of high-tech origami in under an hour. And the price? A measly $7,500, a price that makes an IKEA bookshelf look like a luxury expense. The story goes that Tesla, using the same Gigafactory magic that churns out cars, is about to pivot to mass-producing homes. They've supposedly invented a new, compressed fiber composite that's cheaper than wood and lighter than steel. They're using robotic assembly lines that slash labor costs by 90%. They've even figured out how to make it a self-sustaining ecosystem with water recycling systems and composting toilets. And the cherry on top of this fantasy sundae? Through a cocktail of government rebates and a magical zero-down Tesla microloan, you could supposedly get this house for free. It's a narrative so perfect, so tailored to the desperation of millions. It just has to be true, right? It's the ultimate solution for everyone from cash-strapped millennials to retirees looking to downsize. Well, like most things that sound too good to be true, this story has more layers than a Quentin Tarantino plot. To find the truth, we have to look past the shiny thumbnails and Seuss articles to find the one very real, very small box that started it all. The entire Tesla tiny house rumor didn't just appear out of thin air. It has a ground zero, a patient zero, and it's a small, unassuming house located in Boca Chica, Texas, right next to the SpaceX starbase. In 2020, Elon Musk, in a move that shocked pretty much everyone, announced he was selling off almost all his physical possessions, including his multi-million-dollar real estate portfolio. His reason? He wanted to dedicate his life to Mars and Earth. As he put it, he will own no house. Shortly after, he tweeted that his primary home was now a roughly $50,000 house in Boca Chica that he rents from SpaceX. It soon came out that this wasn't just any house. It was a prototype from a Las Vegas startup called Boxabl, the company behind the hype. Boxabl is a fascinating company with a genuinely revolutionary idea. They build small, 375-square-foot homes called the Casita. These aren't your grandma's trailer homes. They are engineered to be folded down into a 20-foot wide package that can be shipped on a standard flatbed truck and then unfolded on site in about an hour. They're built with steel, concrete, and EPS foam, making them fire-resistant, water-resistant, and incredibly durable. Inside, you get a full-size kitchen with a fridge and stove, a bathroom with a shower, a living area, and a bedroom partition. It's a legitimate, high-quality living space. In 2021, Boxabl coyly announced they had just delivered a casita to a top-secret customer in Boca Chica. The internet immediately put two and two together, and Musk later confirmed he was, in fact, living in a Boxabl. He even hosted a party there. This was the spark. The richest man in the world, who could live in any palace on Earth, was choosing to live in a foldable box. The symbolism was too powerful for the internet to ignore, and the speculation machine went into overdrive. Where Tesla fits in. This is where the story gets twisted. People saw Elon Musk and revolutionary tiny house, and their brains immediately jumped to Tesla. It's an easy leap to make. If Elon is involved, surely his flagship company, the one known for disrupting entire industries, must be pulling the strings. The rumor mill claims Tesla is building these homes in its Gigafactories, applying car manufacturing principles to housing. Now, is there any truth to this? Well, yes and no. The idea of applying factory line efficiency to home building is exactly what companies like Boxabl are doing. It's the core of the prefab housing revolution, and it's a concept Elon Musk is obviously a huge fan of. But has Tesla, the company, announced its own line of homes? Absolutely not. What is true is that Tesla has built employee housing. Near Giga, Texas, the company filed plans for a 110-unit apartment complex. There are also tiny home villages being built to house employees for his other ventures, like the Boring Company. But these are industrial-scale projects for his own workforce, not a consumer product for the public. And honestly, they're probably some of the blandest-looking houses you'll ever see. The connection to Boxabl is real, but it's personal, not corporate. Elon living in their product was the ultimate celebrity endorsement, which sent Boxabl's waitlist into the stratosphere. We're talking over 170,000 people. Boxabl has even used imagery of a Tesla Cybertruck towing their product in promotional materials. They're clearly happy with the association. But an official partnership or acquisition? That remains pure speculation. For now, Tesla makes cars and batteries. Boxabl makes houses. Elon Musk just happens to use both. Why the price makes no sense. Okay, now let's address the price of a Tesla house, $7,579. Where in the world did that come from? The answer seems to be nowhere. The original Boxabl Casita was priced at around $49,500. Due to inflation and demand, the price is now listed at $60,000. That's for the box itself. You still have to pay for the land, the foundation, hooking up utilities and shipping. All in, you're looking at a cost much closer to $75,000 to $100,000 depending on where you live. That's still a fantastic deal for a new home, but it's a universe away from $7,500. Let's just humor the idea for a second. Could Tesla, with all its robotic might, build a house for that price? Not a chance. The raw materials alone, steel, insulation, windows, appliances, the rumored solar panels and Tesla Powerwall would cost far more than that. The competitor's transcript mentions a magical Tesla Home for All initiative and a zero-down microloan that, when combined with government rebates for solar, makes the house free. This is pure fan fiction. While solar tax credits are real, they wouldn't come close to covering the entire cost of even a hypothetical $7,500 house, let alone the real-world cost of a Boxabl. Getting this house for free through some secret Elon Musk program is about as likely as getting a Cybertruck delivered on time back in 2021. It's a lovely thought, but it lives in the realm of fantasy. The real revolution isn't about getting a free house. It's about making home ownership attainable again for a 5-figure price tag, not a 7-figure one. The real housing revolution. So if the Tesla tiny house is just an internet myth, does that mean the whole story is a bust? Not at all. In fact, ignoring the rumors reveals a much more profound and exciting story. The massive viral interest in this fake house proves one thing beyond a shadow of a doubt. People are absolutely desperate for a new solution to the housing crisis, and that solution is actually starting to happen. The future of affordable housing probably won't come from a single branded Tesla house. It will come from a movement of which Boxabl is just one part. The real revolution is in prefabricated and 3D printed construction. Think about ICON, another Texas-based company that 3D prints entire houses out of a concrete material. They can print the basic structure of a home in about 24 hours, drastically cutting down on labor costs and time. They've already built entire communities of 3D printed homes in Texas and Mexico, and are even working with NASA to develop methods for building structures on the Moon and Mars. Unsurprisingly, ICON has been used for projects related to Musk's ventures, reinforcing his interest in these futuristic construction methods. This is the real game changer. It's about rethinking how we build from the ground up. Instead of slow, expensive, on-site construction, the future is about fast, efficient, factory-based manufacturing. It's about using robotics, new materials, and radical new designs to bring down costs. Elon's role in this is less about being a direct manufacturer and more about being a catalyst. By living in a Boxabl, he gave the entire prefab movement a level of coolness and public validation it never had before. He made living in a box an aspirational choice, not a last resort. His ventures are creating a demand for new, efficient housing for his employees, pushing companies like ICON and Boxabl to scale up faster. The dream of affordable, high-quality, factory-built housing is not a myth. It's happening right now, in factories in Las Vegas and with giant 3D printers in Texas. The housing revolution is real, but it's being led by a diverse group of innovators, not just one celebrity CEO. The Tesla house is a mirror reflecting our collective desire for a solution. And the good news is that solution is being built as we speak. So, will you be ordering a Tesla house from a showroom next year? Probably not. But could you, in the near future, be unfolding your new home in an afternoon? A home built with the same principles of efficiency and innovation that drive Tesla? Now that's a future worth getting excited about. What do you think about the real prefab housing revolution? Would you live in a Boxabl? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed getting the real story behind the hype, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss what we unpack next.